Welcome back to Vista Eclipse. Today, we're traveling to a country where history isn't locked away inside museums, it's woven into everyday life. A place where philosophers questioned the meaning of existence, where athletes competed for glory, where myths were born that still inspire the world today. Welcome to Greece. Located at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa, Greece is often called the birthplace of Western civilization. This is the land of Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Alexander the Great.
Nature hides her deepest secrets. Observe how these geometric principles reveal the harmony of the cosmos, reflecting the very order of the gods.
A country that changed the way humanity thinks about democracy, science, philosophy, mathematics, theater, and politics. But Greece isn't only about ancient ruins. It is a country of more than 6,000 islands and islets, surrounded by the crystal-clear waters of the Aegean, Ionian, and Mediterranean seas. Here, you'll discover whitewashed villages hanging dramatically from volcanic cliffs, golden beaches stretching for miles, towering mountains, hidden monasteries balanced on impossible rocks, and sunsets so beautiful they almost don't seem real. Whether you're fascinated by history, searching for breathtaking landscapes, or simply dreaming of the perfect Mediterranean escape, Greece offers something unforgettable around every corner. So today, let's discover the places that make Greece one of the most extraordinary destinations on Earth. Number 1. Athens. This is Athens, the capital of Greece and one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. People have lived here for more than 3,400 years. Every street tells a story. Ancient temples stand beside modern cafes. Historic ruins appear between busy shopping streets. And every sunset reminds visitors that this city has witnessed thousands of years of human history. Athens is often called the birthplace of democracy. More than 2,000 years ago, many of the political ideas that influence governments around the world today were first discussed here. The city is filled with museums, lively neighborhoods, traditional tavernas, and vibrant public squares. The best time to visit is during spring or autumn, when the weather is pleasant and the crowds are smaller. Athens isn't simply a place to begin your journey through Greece. It is where Greece begins. Number 2. The Acropolis. Standing high above Athens is one of the most famous landmarks on Earth. This is the Acropolis. For over 2,400 years, it has watched over the city below. The word Acropolis simply means high city. In ancient times, it served as both a religious sanctuary and a symbol of Athenian power. Walking up its stone pathways feels like stepping backwards through history. Every column, every staircase, every weathered stone has survived wars, earthquakes, and countless generations. The views from the top are equally unforgettable. From here, modern Athens stretches endlessly in every direction, creating a remarkable contrast between the ancient and the contemporary. Early morning or late afternoon offers the best experience, when the golden sunlight transforms the marble into shades of honey and gold. Number 3. The Parthenon. At the very heart of the Acropolis stands Greece's greatest masterpiece. The Parthenon, built in the 5th century BC, This magnificent temple was dedicated to Athena, the goddess believed to protect the city. Even after centuries of wars, fires, explosions, and natural disasters, it remains one of the greatest achievements of classical architecture. What makes the Parthenon truly extraordinary isn't only its size, it's its precision. Almost every line appears perfectly straight, yet many of them are actually slightly curved. Ancient Greek architects designed these subtle optical corrections to make the building appear flawless to the human eye. It's a reminder that true perfection often lies in details that most people never notice. Number 4. Santorini. If there is one place that represents Greece in postcards around the world, it is Santorini. This island was formed by one of the largest volcanic eruptions in recorded history. Today, its dramatic cliffs overlook one of the most beautiful seas on Earth. Whitewashed houses cling to the edge of towering volcanic rocks. Blue-domed churches reflect the endless sky. Narrow pathways wind through charming villages filled with cafes, boutique hotels, and flower-covered balconies. During the evening, thousands of visitors gather along the cliffs to witness one of the world's most famous sunsets. As the sun slowly disappears into the Aegean Sea, the entire island changes color. White buildings become golden. The sea turns deep blue, and the sky glows with shades of orange, pink, and purple. It's a moment that photographs can capture, but only standing here truly allows you to feel. Number 5.
Oia.
Located on the northern tip of Santorini is the picturesque village of Oia. Many people consider it the most beautiful village in Greece. Its narrow marble streets lead visitors past elegant hotels, art galleries, traditional windmills, and breathtaking viewpoints. Every corner seems designed for photography. But Oia offers much more than beautiful views. Early in the morning, before most tourists arrive, the village becomes incredibly peaceful. You can hear the waves far below. The church bells echo softly through the streets. And for a brief moment, it feels as though the island belongs entirely to you. Sometimes, the best way to experience Greece is simply to slow down. Number 6. Mykonos. From the peaceful cliffs of Santorini, our journey now takes us to an island known for a completely different kind of beauty. Welcome to Mykonos. Often called the Island of the Winds, Mykonos is one of Greece's most famous destinations, attracting visitors from every corner of the world. Its whitewashed houses, narrow stone alleyways, colorful balconies, and blue wooden doors create a picture-perfect setting that feels both elegant and timeless. Unlike many historic Greek towns, Mykonos was intentionally built like a maze. Centuries ago, these winding streets were designed to confuse pirates who regularly attacked the island, making it difficult for them to find their way through the town. Today, getting lost here has become one of the greatest pleasures for visitors. Every turn reveals something new. A hidden cafe, a tiny chapel, a local bakery filled with the aroma of fresh pastries, or a quiet courtyard decorated with colorful flowers. One of the island's most famous landmarks is Little Venice, where elegant houses stand directly above the sea. As waves gently crash beneath their balconies, visitors gather here every evening to watch another spectacular Greek sunset. Not far away stand the iconic Mykonos windmills. These white circular structures were once used to grind grain using the island's powerful winds. Although they no longer operate, they remain one of the most photographed symbols of Greece. Mykonos also offers some of the country's most beautiful beaches. Whether you're looking for peaceful turquoise waters, exciting water sports, or lively beach clubs, there's a coastline here for every kind of traveler. The best months to visit are May, June, and September, when the weather is warm, the sea is inviting, and the island is less crowded than during the height of summer. Mykonos proves that Greece isn't only a country of ancient history. It's also a place where tradition, relaxation, and vibrant island life come together in perfect harmony. So far, we've explored the birthplace of democracy, walked through monuments that shaped human history, and admired islands that seem almost too beautiful to be real. But Greece still has many more extraordinary places waiting to be discovered. In the next part of our journey, we'll travel to monasteries suspended above the clouds, walk through the legendary sanctuary where kings once sought the words of the gods, discover one of the most famous shipwrecks on Earth, and explore islands where thousands of years of history continue to shape everyday life. Our adventure through Greece is only just beginning. Number 7. Meteora. As we leave behind Greece's beautiful islands, our journey now takes us inland to a place that almost seems impossible. Welcome to Meteora. Rising dramatically from the plains of central Greece are gigantic stone pillars, some reaching more than 400 meters into the sky. Balanced on top of these towering cliffs are ancient monasteries that appear to float between earth and heaven. For centuries, people have wondered how such buildings could possibly exist in places so difficult to reach. The answer lies in determination and faith. Beginning in the 14th century, monks climbed these enormous rock formations seeking complete isolation from the outside world. At first, supplies and even the monks themselves were lifted using ropes, baskets, and wooden ladders. Life here was never meant to be easy. It was meant to be peaceful. Today, 6 monasteries remain active and welcome visitors from around the world. Inside, you'll discover centuries-old frescoes, quiet chapels, and breathtaking viewpoints overlooking endless valleys below. The best time to visit is early morning or late afternoon, when soft golden light transforms the rocks into glowing towers of orange and gold. Meteora isn't simply one of Greece's greatest landmarks. It is one of the most extraordinary places ever built by human hands. Number 8. Delphi. Not every ancient city was built for kings. Some were built for the gods. Welcome to Delphi. Nestled high on the slopes of Mount Parnassus, Delphi was once considered the very center of the ancient world. According to Greek mythology, Zeus released 2 eagles from opposite ends of the earth. Where they met, he declared the center of the world. That place was Delphi. For more than 1,000 years, rulers, generals, and ordinary people traveled great distances to seek advice from the famous oracle of Apollo. The oracle's mysterious prophecies influenced wars, political decisions, and even the fate of entire kingdoms. Today, visitors can walk through the sacred way, passing the remains of temples, treasuries, theaters, and stadiums that once welcomed pilgrims from across the ancient Greek world. Standing here, surrounded by mountains and olive groves, it's easy to understand why people believed this place possessed something extraordinary. Whether you believe in myths or history, Delphi remains one of Greece's most fascinating archaeological treasures. Number 9. Navajo Beach, Zakynthos. Some places are so beautiful, they almost don't seem real. Welcome to Navajo Beach, also known as Shipwreck Beach. Hidden between towering white limestone cliffs on the island of Zakynthos, this small stretch of sand has become one of the most photographed beaches in the world. Its most famous feature is the rusting remains of the cargo ship MV Panayotis. The ship ran aground here in 1980, and over the years it became part of the landscape itself. Today, the abandoned wreck creates one of the most unique coastal scenes anywhere on Earth. The contrast is unforgettable. Brilliant white cliffs, soft white sand, crystal clear turquoise water, and a weathered ship slowly being reclaimed by nature. The beach can only be reached by boat, making every visit feel like a hidden adventure. But the most spectacular view isn't from the beach itself. High above the cliffs, specially designed viewing platforms reveal the entire bay from above, offering one of Greece's most iconic panoramas. Visit during the morning for calmer waters and fewer crowds. Because once the afternoon sun arrives, this hidden paradise quickly becomes one of the busiest places in the Mediterranean. Number 10. Crete. Leaving behind dramatic cliffs, we now arrive on Greece's largest island. Welcome to Crete. More than just an island, Crete is almost a country within a country. Stretching over 260 kilometers from east to west, it offers everything from rugged mountains and deep gorges to peaceful villages and endless beaches. For thousands of years, Crete has stood at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa. Different civilizations have arrived here, leaving behind castles, churches, ancient ruins, and traditions that continue to shape everyday life. Life on Crete moves at its own pace. Local markets overflow with olives, cheeses, herbs, and fresh seafood. Family-owned tavernas welcome visitors with recipes passed down through generations. And mountain villages still preserve customs that have existed for centuries. Nature lovers can hike through the spectacular Samaria Gorge, one of Europe's longest canyons. While beach lovers can relax beside the famous pink sands of Elafonisi Beach, Crete offers something rare, a destination where history, culture, nature, and hospitality exist in perfect balance. Number 11. Palace of Knossos. Hidden beneath the Cretan sun lies one of Europe's oldest civilizations. Welcome to the Palace of Knossos. Built nearly 4,000 years ago, this enormous palace was once the center of the Minoan civilization, considered Europe's first advanced civilization. Long before ancient Greece reached its golden age, the people of Knossos had already built multi-story buildings, sophisticated drainage systems, colorful frescoes, and impressive royal halls. According to Greek mythology, this palace was also home to the legendary Minotaur, a terrifying creature with the body of a man and the head of a bull. The monster was said to live inside a giant labyrinth beneath the palace until it was defeated by the hero Theseus. Although mythology and history often overlap here, walking through Knossos still feels like entering one of the world's oldest mysteries. Every stone tells a story. Every corridor sparks curiosity. And every visitor leaves wondering how such an advanced civilization flourished thousands of years before modern technology. Number 12. Rhodes Old Town. Our final destination today brings us to an island where Europe and the Middle East have met for centuries. Welcome to Rhodes Old Town. Surrounded by massive medieval walls, this remarkably preserved city feels like stepping into another age. Built and expanded by the Knights of St. John during the Middle Ages, Rhodes became one of Europe's strongest fortified cities. Walking through its narrow cobbled streets, you'll discover ancient gateways, stone towers, elegant courtyards, and hidden cafes tucked inside buildings that have stood for hundreds of years. At the heart of the city lies the magnificent Palace of the Grand Master, once home to the island's rulers and military leaders. Today, it welcomes visitors with grand halls, medieval architecture, and fascinating historical exhibitions. Unlike many ancient cities that exist only as archaeological sites, Rhodes Old Town is still alive. People continue to live, work, shop, and dine within these historic walls. As evening arrives and warm lights illuminate the ancient streets, the atmosphere becomes even more magical. History no longer feels distant. It feels alive. So far, we've climbed monasteries that touch the clouds, followed the footsteps of ancient prophets, discovered hidden beaches surrounded by towering cliffs, and explored civilizations that shaped European history. But our journey through Greece isn't over just yet. In the final chapter of our adventure, we'll visit islands filled with Venetian charm, stand before the magnificent Temple of Poseidon overlooking the endless sea, explore the legendary home of the Greek gods, walk through one of the deepest gorges on Earth, experience an ancient theater with astonishing acoustics, and end our journey with one final sunset over the Aegean Sea. Sometimes, the greatest adventures save their most unforgettable moments for last. Number 13. Corfu. Our journey now takes us to an island unlike any we've seen before. Welcome to Corfu. Located in the Ionian Sea, just off Greece's western coast, Corfu has been shaped by many civilizations over thousands of years. Unlike the whitewashed villages of the Aegean Islands, Corfu surprises visitors with elegant Venetian architecture, colorful pastel buildings, French-style squares, and charming British influences. Every chapter of its history has left something behind. Walking through Corfu Old Town, you'll discover narrow alleyways filled with cafes, flower-covered balconies, local shops, and hidden courtyards that seem untouched by time. The island's impressive old fortress still overlooks the sea, reminding visitors of the many battles fought to protect this strategic location. Beyond the historic streets lies an island of remarkable natural beauty. Olive groves stretch across rolling hills. Hidden beaches appear between rocky coastlines, and crystal-clear waters invite travelers to slow down and simply enjoy the Mediterranean lifestyle. Spring and early autumn are considered the best seasons to visit, when warm sunshine and gentle sea breezes create the perfect atmosphere for exploration. Corfu reminds us that Greece is not defined by one single landscape. Every island tells a completely different story. Number 14. Temple of Poseidon, Cape Saunion. As the road follows the coastline south of Athens, a magnificent silhouette slowly appears against the sky. Standing proudly above the cliffs of Cape Saunion is the legendary Temple of Poseidon. Built nearly 2,500 years ago, this marble temple was dedicated to Poseidon, the powerful Greek god of the sea. For ancient sailors returning home across the Aegean Sea, these towering columns were often the very first sign that they had safely reached Greece. It wasn't just a temple, it was a symbol of hope. Perched high above the sea, the temple offers breathtaking panoramic views in every direction. But there is one moment that makes this place truly unforgettable. Sunset. As the golden sun slowly sinks beneath the horizon, the white marble begins to glow with shades of amber and gold. The sea reflects every color of the evening sky, and for a few quiet minutes, time itself seems to pause. Many consider this to be one of the most beautiful sunsets in all of Europe. Standing here, it's easy to understand why poets, artists, and travelers have admired this place for centuries. Number 15. Mount Olympus. Some mountains are famous for their height, others for the legends they inspire. Welcome to Mount Olympus. Standing at 2,918 meters, it is the highest mountain in Greece. But its greatest significance lies not in its elevation. It lies in mythology. According to ancient Greek beliefs, Mount Olympus was the home of the 12 Olympian gods. It was here that Zeus ruled from his heavenly throne, where Hera, Athena, Apollo, Artemis, Hermes, and the other gods were believed to gather above the clouds. For thousands of years, this mountain has inspired countless myths, books, films, and works of art. Today, Mount Olympus is also Greece's first national park and a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. Its forests, rivers, waterfalls, and alpine meadows provide a home for hundreds of species of plants and wildlife. For experienced hikers, reaching the summit is an unforgettable adventure. But even from below, the mountain possesses an undeniable presence. Whether you believe in mythology or not, standing beneath Olympus makes it surprisingly easy to imagine that legends were born here. Number 16. Vikos Gorge. Greece continues to surprise us, not only with ancient monuments, but with extraordinary natural wonders. Welcome to Vikos Gorge. Hidden within the Pindus Mountains of northwestern Greece, this spectacular canyon stretches for around 20 kilometers. Recognized by the Guinness World Records as one of the world's deepest gorges relative to its width, Vikos remains one of Europe's best-kept secrets. Towering limestone cliffs rise dramatically above crystal-clear rivers and dense forests below. Traditional stone bridges connect peaceful mountain villages that have remained largely unchanged for generations. Unlike many famous tourist destinations, Vikos still feels wonderfully untouched. Here, the loudest sounds are birds singing, flowing water, and the wind moving gently through the trees. The best months to explore the gorge are spring and autumn, when comfortable temperatures make hiking even more enjoyable. For travelers seeking peace, adventure, and breathtaking scenery, few places in Greece compare to Vikos Gorge. Number 17, Ancient Theatre of Epidaurus. History isn't only something we see. Sometimes, it's something we hear. Welcome to the Ancient Theatre of Epidaurus. Built during the 4th century BC, this remarkable theatre is considered one of the finest examples of ancient engineering ever created. From above, its perfectly symmetrical rows of stone seats curve gracefully around the stage, blending beautifully into the surrounding hillsides. But what truly makes Epidaurus extraordinary is its acoustics. A person standing at the very center of the stage can speak in a normal voice and be heard clearly by thousands of spectators sitting at the highest seats. Even today, engineers continue to study how ancient builders achieved such incredible sound without modern technology. During summer, classical Greek dramas are still performed here beneath the open sky. Watching a performance in the same theater where audiences gathered over 2,000 years ago is an experience unlike any other. Epidaurus reminds us that great architecture doesn't simply survive history. It continues to serve it. Number 18. The Aegean Sea. As every great journey draws to a close, there is one final place we cannot leave behind. The Aegean Sea. It is impossible to understand Greece without understanding the sea that surrounds it. For thousands of years, these waters connected distant islands, carried explorers and merchants across continents, inspired myths, created civilizations, and shaped the identity of an entire nation. Today, ferries continue to travel between hundreds of islands. Fishing boats return each morning with fresh catches. Families gather along quiet beaches. Children play beside crystal-clear water. And each evening, the horizon delivers one final masterpiece: the sunset. As the golden light slowly disappears beyond the endless blue, the sea becomes calm, the islands fall silent, and Greece reveals one final lesson.
I left that place in summer, swore I'd be back by fall.
Sometimes, the greatest luxury in life is simply slowing down long enough to appreciate where you are. Our journey through Greece may be coming to an end, but the stories we've discovered will continue to live on. We've walked through the birthplace of democracy, stood beneath temples that have watched over humanity for thousands of years, climbed monasteries suspended between earth and sky, explored islands carved by volcanoes, followed the footsteps of philosophers, and visited landscapes where mythology and history still exist side by side. Greece isn't simply a destination. It is a country that invites you to ask questions, to slow down, to look beyond the surface, and to appreciate how deeply the past continues to shape the present. Perhaps that's why millions of people return here again and again. Not because they've seen everything, but because Greece always leaves them wanting to discover just a little more. If this journey inspired you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Vista Eclipse, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next adventure. And tell us in the comments, which country should we explore next? Until then, keep traveling, keep wondering, and keep discovering the extraordinary places that make our world so unforgettable. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable journey through Greece. This is Vista Eclipse. We'll see you in the next adventure.